Hey y'all, I'm sorry, I was on mute. Oop! I was saying, hey, welcome to Galentine's. What's going on in your world? I want to know how you're pulling up, sis. Are you pulling up in your pajamas? Because listen here, I told you the dress code was pajamas. Where are you tuning in from? I want to know. Add it to the comments. What's going on with y'all? I see you coming in. Giving a shout out to our people on Instagram, on our YouTube channel, and on Facebook. We love y'all. How has your week been going? That's the first question for tonight. How has your week been going? Give me a thumbs up if it's been going good. I don't even know if we have the side thumb. Has it been going kind of good? And then has it just the sis? That's the Okay, the girls are tuning in. Here we go. PJs and in bed. And that's what I'm talking about, Delita, because we told you to come just like that. And y'all, if I wasn't here on this live, I might have on my bonnet and my flexi rods. But I said, let me show up for my sisters, right? Okay? Who else? Where are you tuning in from? Do you have your pajamas on? Or are you just getting home from work and you gonna say, sis, I'm gonna put those pajamas on in a minute. That's okay. Delita's coming back to let us know that she's having a good week. Yes, having a good week. Who else is having a good week? We love that for you, sis. You better claim having that good week. Okay? Claim that. Claim that. The Listening Center is in the building. What's up, Listening Center? We love Dr. Vanessa Booker. Did y'all not enjoy last week? Wasn't that just like Oh my gosh, I'm about to get off track, y'all. But it was so good. If you haven't seen it yet, please go watch the replay. We love it. We love it. My mama has joined the building. Tap is in the house. Girl, we see you and we love you. Hey, Fawn Calhoun, we love you, girl. What you doing? Okay. Swami has joined us. Hey, girl. She says, hey, it's been a good week, pajamas and in bed. So y'all understood the assignment. And that's what we love. That's what we love. I see y'all coming in. Let me know where you're tuning in from and how that week has been going. Mama said bold week. You know what? I need someone to babysit my mother in the comments. Babysit her in the comments, because what does bold week mean? That was not one of the options. It was good, medium, or just not so good. And I don't know how we got to bold. But I'm going to let us know what that means. And then we just going to dissect that later. Somebody watch her in the comments. I am so excited tonight because when I think about Galentine's, first of all, have you ever attended a Galentine's before? Let me know in the comment. Have you ever attended a Galentine's before? If no, say no, sis. First one. If you have, say yes, sis. It's a good time. Mom's friends are coming in the comments and saying, let her be bold. It's the people that be encouraging the behavior for me. Like, I be trying to make sure she acts good, and then it's just a wrap. Delita said, I've hosted one. It's a good time. We love a good time. Y'all know the sisters love a good time. So I'm so excited about tonight because, as you all know, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. And I love Galentine's Day more than Valentine's Day. I'm sorry, because I just have such a good time with my sisters, and it's just a good time. So I'm so excited about tonight because when I was thinking about us getting intentional, if you are a part of our weekly fuel emails, this week I talked about us getting refocused and getting intentional. And when I was thinking about God, as we're getting intentional, who are the sisters that need to encourage us, speak to us, that have been through some of the things that we've gone through and that can help us with this? Okay, who needs help in the areas of self-love, self-care, eating better, exercising? Ooh, me. If it's you, just put me with a lot of ease in the comments so I know I'm not out here by myself. So I thought of these sisters that have been dear to my life that represent this and that also just keep me on track when I just need some encouragement, if it's through their posts, if it's through them sending me something, if it's through our conversations. I just love them. I see y'all comment in the comments. Me. Kim, I see you, sis. Yes, me too. Delita says me. Fawn said, where my girls out? Shout out to Val. Mom is shouting out her people. Val. Aaliyah, yes, Mom, your friends are on, honey. Love it. So also, too, hey, Have you gotten your book yet? That's the question also of tonight. If you have not gotten your book yet, you need to go to shecanmovement.org. And let me tell you something about tonight. We got several authors on the panel. Come on, author. So you need to be getting 3 books tonight. I'm going to get into that in just a little bit, but the book club has started tonight. If you needed to be a part of a book club, it's starting tonight, okay? Because when you hear from these women and you know the things that they've written, you're going to be on fire. I'm coming back to the comments. You're saying me. I am better at taking care of others. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. But as I was saying, make sure that you get your book at shecanmovement.org, because in chapter, I think we're getting into chapters 12 through 16-ish. And so we're talking about sisterhood. We're talking about that soul maintenance. And that's what we're getting into tonight. So I see y'all coming on it. I love me a book club. Delita's ready to get all the books. She's ready to get all the books. Yes, Delita, you're going to spearhead this book club. Not me volunteering you. Love you, sis. Okay, so again, back to my sisters that are coming on tonight. We're going to have a good time. Who's ready for a good time? If you're ready for a good time, say me in the comments, or just say I'm ready. For the first person that I'm going to introduce tonight, y'all, they're coming in. Y'all don't even let me get to the next thing. Y'all be like, ready. Okay, in the comments. I got to stay on track. The comments get me messed up. So the first sister that is very, very dear to me, when I tell you this is my girl right here, when I need inspiration with faith, with love, with get it together, this is my girl. She is a lawyer. She is a CEO. She is a writer. She is a blogger. She's your Instagram bestie. You get all the inspo from her. She's now a dog mom. When I tell you, every time you see her, you like, where you get that outfit from? Can I fit that? Can I have that? And you're going to see that with her pajamas tonight. What else does she do? She does everything. So I'm trying to put it in words. She's also an author. She just wrote a book. She is the best. And I'm so excited to welcome Teryn Shipman to the stage. Help me welcome her. Hey, girl. Pajamas, y'all. Show Teryn some love in the comments, y'all. Say hey, Teryn, in the comments.
Hey, y'all.
Pajamas, the cutest. They're literally the cutest. Okay, so that's Teryn. I love you, girl. Thank you for being here.
I love you.
Our next sister. Now, this sister right here, the girls are coming in, Teryn. They're saying, hey, girl. I'm going to get to the comments, y'all, but keep saying, hey, Teryn, in the comments. They're coming in. Okay, so my next sister, love her. When you talk about wellness, when you talk about eating better, when you talk about accountability, when you talk about a good laugh, this is your girl right here. This is your girl. She's also working in the nonprofit area. Not just working, but a manager. Come on, supervisor. Supervisor in the building. Author in the building. When I tell you want to go for a walk or a hike, this is your girl right here. Also has written a book. Also a wellness coach, life coach, all the above. I'm just speaking things now. You better welcome Kerrionne Phillips to the stage. Hey, Kerrionne.
Hey, y'all.
How are you, love?
I am doing well. So happy to be here. I mean, nobody can give an intro like Najma. I love it.
Well, when you're an amazing person, it's just overdue. Go ahead and welcome Kerrionne to the building, y'all. Okay, so we have another sister that is joining us tonight. They're going in. See, the comments get me caught up. Your sister's happy to see y'all. They're happy. They love y'all. They love a good time. Hey, Kerrionne, we love Kerrionne. Yay. This is sisterhood right here. So our next sister, oh my goodness. When I talk about, when you know those friends that you had that have seen you go through the dark to the storm, then maybe the sunshine and the rain, this is my girl right here. My girl that I have known, wow, now, oh, I feel like I'm getting old saying this, but it's at least been over 15 years, right? Okay, she is a nurse practitioner. She is a wife. She is a dog mom. She is your TikTok favorite person. You've probably seen her on TikTok. When you don't feel like going to the gym, she's going to go to the gym. She's going to motivate you to go to the gym. And it's like, I don't really want to, but because you're going, I'm going to go. She loves to travel. Anybody else love to travel? She told me a few weeks ago that she's going to do a trip a month. And I'm like, girl, you taking me? Because I want to your girl right here because you're going to want to get in her suitcase. I'm welcoming April Fogg to the stage.
Hi.
Hi, love. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Y'all, she's just getting home. Welcome the girlies to the stage. Happy Galentine's, y'all.
Happy Galentine.
Happy Galentine.
Okay, so I know that we rehearsed some questions, but at every Galentine's, there's some surprises there. So I had to do a little surprise. First of all, audience, we want you to join in our check-in questions. You all know we normally have a check-in question with our affirmations, but tonight we're spinning it a little bit because it's Galentine's. I want to know, what was the name of one of your crushes in middle school or elementary school? Go. I'm going to start. Mine was Earl, y'all. Mine was Earl. I'm coming to the comments. What was your middle school or high school crush's name? What was their name? Mine was Earl. They're saying, hey, April. The sisters are happy. What was it? They're laughing at y'all's reaction. Teryn, we're starting with you. What was the name? Give us the deets.
I plead the fifth. The person who is my crush, no toxicness, but they don't exist to me anymore. So love that for me.
Teryn said unknown. Delita's coming in the building. She says Delante. We love that, Delita. We love that for you. Earl and Delante so far. Well, Makia says Sean, and I ended up marrying him. Now that's cute. Look at the girls. We love that. I didn't marry Earl, y'all.
Not Earl.
Not Earl. Kerrionne, who is yours?
Oh my gosh. See, my mama's in the chat, and I shouldn't have been having crushes in middle school or high school, but I'm going to go on a limb here. I'm going to say, I feel like I had a few, but I'm going to just go with BJ because that's mysterious. There's no names. It's just letters.
Hey, so
BJ.
Okay. We love that. We have another sister that's with Teryn and says unknown.
That's my little cousin, and again, my whole family, they know why.
They know. Unknown.
Yeah.
LOL. April, what about you?
Oh man. Well, I had a crush on this boy named Wesley when I was really young. Najma will know this. And we did end up dating for a little while until he ghosted me. So no, we don't like Wesley. But then I ended up having a crush on my high school sweetheart, who I'm now married to.
See, we have another one of those where it's a crush and then it gets to marriage. Okay, my mom says I'm still on Earl. Girl, there was a lot of more people. Stop, mama. Listen, our crushes. This is a Galentine's, y'all.
Yes.
Ooh, Valerie says I married my high school sweetheart. We love it.
Aww.
We love that. My mom said I remember Wesley. Oh God.
Aww.
I know Fontella does.
We want to know your crush, Mom. We want to know who your high school crush was. No, your middle school crush was, or elementary. You add yours. Okay, sisters. Here's our next question. I'm coming to it. So we know that we had the middle school and high school crush, but let's take it to the celebrity crush. I want to know who your celebrity crush is. I'm pulling some people up on the screen, and this is what I think of this, y'all. Bam. When you see how God made all things good, when you see the goodness of the Lord, when you see the mercy, when you see the blessings, I want to know. Okay, let's regroup. If you had to go on a date with one of these people, I'm pulling them back up so you can take it all in. If you had a date to get to know each other and potentially date even more, would it be Michael B. Jordan? Would it be, okay, hold on. Tell me his name.
Channing Tatum.
I was about to say Jason Tatum, and then I was about to be and then Idris. I'm coming to the comments because I see it's going wild. Somebody said all of them. No.
I love it.
She can reel it back in. She can, because the Holy Spirit is still upon us. But we goodness of the Lord. Idris. Ooh, yes. All of them.
No Channing love. It's Channing for me. I'm just saying.
Talented.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why is that though? Tell us
He
why.
is so cute. He is so cute. And he be dancing a little bit. And then he did the Beyonce impression once. And it was funny. I loved it.
I'm going with Idris. I'm sorry. Now, Michael B is one of my crushes, but I feel like Idris, like that date, that you said date, right? Or you said you said get to know, whatever. I feel like it would be really, he just has a swag that's just like, and then the accent. I think that would be great.
Okay. April. Now,
I have to go. Oh, sorry. Okay.
now, honey, you got to help us with this because I was pulling from this. Is Jason really one of the cute guys? No, not Jason. I keep saying
Who is Jason?
Who is Jason?
Help. What's his name?
Channing Tatum.
Okay.
Najma, you put him up there. You don't know his name.
I just remember Tatum. I'm gonna just call him Tatum.
Okay.
So
honestly, I personally have to go with Michael B. Jordan. He is just a beautiful man. He just has the swagger. He is gorgeous. Like Michael B. Jordan.
Okay. We're about to see if we can break this tie here. I hate this, sisters, but I have to go with Michael B. Jordan too. I just have to because it's just like, ooh, again, going back to when you see how God created all things good. You just see it. We're coming back to the comments. We want to know who you picked. We're gonna break this tie even more. We're about to tally this up right now. Is it Idris? Is it Tatum? Is it Michael B. Jordan? We got 2 Michael B. Jordans. We got an Idris. Oh, somebody said Creed. Yes. Yes. Tatum. Do we have any more Tatum? Teryn, where the Tatum girls at? Where they at?
Oh, it's just me and one other person out here.
That's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay. Because that's your date night. That's your
I love it.
You love it. Okay, so it looks like Michael B. Jordan won that one. Ooh, okay. So here's another twist. What's your favorite romance movie or love movie? Let's see what we pick now. If we all pick the same thing. Okay. We got The Notebook. We got Love and Basketball. We have Beyond the Lights. We're coming to the comments to see what you all are picking too. The ladies are still talking about the men. Okay, reel it back in. We've moved forward. We did. They still talking about Creed. Okay, we love it. So that's the movies. The Notebook, Love and Basketball, and Beyond the Lights. Okay, coming back to y'all. Coming back. What y'all picking?
The Notebook for me, all the way. I love The Notebook. It's just a classic. I mean, Love and Basketball is also a classic, but I love Ryan Gosling. So, The Notebook.
We should have put him on there.
Yes, I would have picked him.
No, see, you know, when we have sisters of different colors, you have to help us out. Like, you got to tell us who the cuties are. Because I didn't know. I did not know. Okay, April's putting me on game. I'm coming to the comments. Notebook. April says Notebook. Okay. Ooh, The Notebook is getting hot in here. The Notebook. The Notebook. Love and Basketball came up. Kerrionne, what are you going with?
Oh, this is so hard. You know what? The Notebook is, if Love and Basketball wasn't here, I would have picked The Notebook. But Love and Basketball is a classic for me.
I do know the entire Love and Basketball forward and back, but I absolutely love Beyond the Lights. When she sings the Nina Simone song in there, it does it for me. I love that little movie. It's so cute.
Does it?
I'm really shocked. I'm like,
well, no, because Teryn almost convinced me. Because I had Love and Basketball. I actually had The Notebook first.
I don't even know. Y'all don't judge me. You can judge. I don't know if I've seen The Notebook.
Really?
Oh no.
Maybe I'll watch it this week.
Watch it tomorrow.
April said tomorrow. Yes, watch it tomorrow. Maybe this weekend, but April says tomorrow, so tomorrow. We're gonna go with tomorrow. It's really and can someone help us break this tie. I think I'm picking Teryn. They said please watch it.
I know.
Please watch it. Oh, they're coming in. Beyond the Lights was an amazing movie, but we love and basketball will always be my fave. What? Teryn, they're saying what? You haven't watched it? Honest, y'all.
No.
She said she hasn't watched it yet. I think I'm going with, I think Love and Basketball. I think.
Yeah.
I'm coming to comments.
I feel like I feel like The Notebook is what we want. Like, you know, like growing old, him visiting, all of the things, but Love and Basketball, I feel like it's probably what some of us have lived in our, you know, I feel like The Notebook is the goal, Love and Basketball is the experience that some of us have had.
The reality.
So like,
Instagram,
you can relate to it, but The Notebook is the goal. I agree.
It's the goals. And then the activities with the goals. Because they be doing some activities in Love and Basketball. Like the basketball one.
Somebody said Love and Basketball is toxic. So
It looks like The Notebook won this one. The Notebook won this one. They're coming in with The Notebook. Okay, and that's fine because now we're going to refresh on our movies. Okay, so here's the thing, girls. Let's say this. I don't know. Jesus paid the way. That's what I'm going to say. Jesus paid the way. He said all expenses are paid for. You're going on a trip with your gals. These are the places you got to choose from. Where are you picking? When are you going? And how long are you going for? Here it is. Morocco, Italy, Greece. I'm coming to the comments to see what you're picking. What are we picking? Where are we going, y'all? Where are we going?
I am struggling.
I know. But we got to decide.
I'll go.
Go ahead, Terry.
I'm going to Italy. That is one of my dream vacations. So thank you for speaking this into existence, Najma.
Okay.
Love to go to Italy.
Teryn says Italy. Teryn, where we going?
Excuse the puppy with the squeak toy. I'm gonna take that in a second.
I told y'all we have dog moms, or a toy or a growl.
I think I'm gonna have to pick Morocco. I absolutely want to go to Greece, and so I'm like, okay, that's fine. But Morocco, yes.
Wow. Okay, Morocco. Okay. You know what, Teryn, when you said that, okay, y'all be making me change my answers. April, where are you going?
I'm really having a hard time picking between Italy and Greece. I feel like just to be different, I'll pick Greece because it looks insane. So, and I love the beach, which I could also get in Italy, but I'm going to go with Greece.
Okay. It's something about the way I've never been to Greece, but it's something about what the pictures look like for me. And then, you know, when you put on the dress and like you take the photo shoot with the big dress and the food. Look, here's a twist. Could we do a tour? And
that's what I was gonna say. I was like, honestly, I feel like we can get to them all.
We can get to them all.
Yes.
Because Jesus paid the way. Somebody say Jesus paid the way in the comments.
Amen. I received my all expense paid trip.
And we can have those pajamas that Teryn has. We getting those with ruffles. Yes. Show them, Teryn. Did y'all see Teryn's ruffles?
I love
So
it.
cute.
Yes. Okay. Teryn is going to Greece with me. Not your mama claiming you. She said she's coming with us. She's coming with us. Mamas can come. Can we bring our mothers, ladies? Yes. Everyone just say yes. We can bring our mothers, please.
Yes.
Moms, you can come. The expense is paid for you too. Okay, the ladies are coming in. They're saying all the places. Love the ruffles. They love the ruffles, Teryn. They love it. I love this. Okay, so now I'm thinking about tonight, sisters, and I'm thinking about tonight is about intentionality. We're shifting gears for a moment. And I'm thinking about how do we stay intentional about doing the things that we love? Like this could actually be our life, like traveling, wonderful places. We're going to leave the celebs alone right now. We're not going to dip back into that. I know the She Can Sisters want us to, but we're not going to go there. But being intentional about our life. And so I know that you all practice this, but I want to know, and Teryn, I know Teryn just wrote a book, y'all. This is what I mean about a book club. She wrote a radical self-love book, and it talks about self-love. Yes, book. Yes. Get your copy on Amazon. And so she breaks it down for us. So Teryn, I just want to know, and the sisters are going to be chiming in too, what does that look like? Like incorporating self-love, self-care on a daily basis. We as women, we go through much and we're busy, like booked and busy. Like, when do we have this time for us? What do we do? Where do we start with that?
So for me, like I was telling the ladies before we started, I am the president of the Work in Progress Club. Okay. I am constantly on my radical self-love journey. I talk about that in like the intro to my book. I talk about that all the time. Like I am always trying to figure it out. And so I think that's just like the base of it. Give yourself grace and know that, okay, like I am always evolving. I am always becoming, like my mom likes to say. And so I have to just be intentional. Like how do I want my days to look? What routine works best for me? I am such a routine girl. I live for like a list and a schedule. And so when I don't like do my morning routine with my quiet time and my devotional and then like coffee, I love coffee, love tea too, but coffee, yes. Like that really starts my day and I'm able to kind of be productive and I feel good about the day when I have that time for just me and God to talk and to communicate and spend time together before the chaos of the day starts. So I think what radical self-love is, sorry, really quick, but it's Black History Month, and Angela Davis describes radical as grasping something by the root. And that's something that I really take seriously. So radical self-love is loving yourself despite not being perfect, despite not having it all figured out. And so going into every day knowing that you're a work in progress and giving yourself the grace and space to become is how I am intentional about loving myself daily.
I love how you said, Teryn, like the grace to become. Somebody say grace to become in the comments. Because that's a whole word right there, like grace to become, like giving yourself grace to become the woman that you were created to be. Because can I join that club, Teryn? What did you say? You're the president of what? Say that one more time.
President of the Work in Progress Club.
Who needs to join that club? You know how you used to join clubs in high school, college, all that? I'm joining that club because that is me too. Girls, what do y'all have to say about that? What are you doing for self-love, self-care? How do you stay intentional about yourself in this season? Kerrionne, April,
Yeah.
either one of you?
Yes, I can go. For me, it really looks like showing up for myself, right? So I feel like I show up in so many different spaces, relationships, work, all of these different, Najma knows because we used to work together, like show up in all these different spaces. And right now in this season, because I feel like it changes, right? But it's been with questions for myself. So something that I've been doing this year is saying, Kerrionne, you can't give yourself this. So this is how I question myself so that I can show up for myself. Like, can you give yourself 15 minutes? Like, can you do this? Like, so that I can rise to the occasion, but also giving myself grace because I am a hard worker. I do want to do things. And so I love routine, but what I'm realizing in my life is that I can't always do the routine the way I want to do it. So I'm learning to give myself grace when I can't and still saying, is there a way that you still can show up for yourself? You know, or whatever that question is. And I'm doing it in a way that is obtainable and realistic, right? Small chunks. Can you give yourself 15 minutes of fitness today? Can you do 5? Right? Can you do something, you know? So that's just kind of what it looks like in this season.
Yeah, I love that. For me right now in this season, like how I've just been trying to incorporate self-love and self-care. Y'all, I love taking walks. And so last week, I'm not even gonna say a few weeks. Yeah, it was last week. I was like, girl, you have not been walking. And my excuse was, it's cold. I love an excuse. It's cold. So last week I started back walking, and I saw how it literally just changed my mood. It changed like my joy. Like I was walking, I was smiling. I was like, what you all happy about? Just to be out here. But I think like we have to be intentional about getting back to the things that we love, getting back to the things that matter. And mine was walking and not having an excuse for it. And I was saying to, I forgot who I was saying this to. I don't know if it was my friends, one of my brothers. I don't know. But I was like, I want to see, I always say, I want to see how God is going to surprise me. And then this week I said, well, why don't I surprise God? Nothing surprises him though. Go to the gym. Surprise, God. I'm here. I'm here, God. I know you can't believe this. I know you can't come on this treadmill, but I'm here, God. Anybody else need to be more intentional? God, I am here sweating and out of shape, but I'm here, okay? I'm learning that's intentional. That's self-care and that's self-love for me, that when I feel good, like I'm able to just work better and be a better person to people. So if you need help with self-love and self-care, you need to do better at that. Let us know in the comments. Anybody else want to add anything back to that? Mom says, getting back to the things. Yes. I need to be more intentional too. Yes. Affirmations and skincare. They're coming in and letting us know what that is. I love that. I love that. Now, I want to switch gears just a little bit, because if we're going to be intentional, it's got to be throughout, okay? Now, I'm going to start with, this is a sensitive topic for me because many of you know I'm a flexitarian. If you don't know what a flexitarian is, this is what it is. Some days you're vegan, some days you're vegetarian, and some days you may find yourself pulling up to Chick-fil-A and you're like, how do I get here? Because yesterday I was vegan. It's like you're flexible with this thing. That's me. If you want to join the flexitarian club, say joining the club now, because that's me. But that's where Kerrionne comes into play, because Kerrionne, I have to know this. Let's talk about healthy eating, okay? Because you get me together when I see you making broccoli and you're doing string beans and you're doing cabbage on Instagram. Is it possible for us to eat healthy, first of all, and be consistent with it? Where do we start? That's what I want to know. And how do we stay healthy and incorporate healthy meals when we are so busy as women? I know that was a lot, but the flexitarians got to get it together.
So I'm going to start with this. So I looked up a flexitarian, Najma, and that is a thing. So that's a real diet I read today. So that's a real thing, and no shame in that, right? So you can change. This can alternate. But I will say healthy eating is definitely possible. I say this not as someone who is an expert, but someone who is on the journey of cultivating this healthy eating lifestyle and wellness lifestyle myself. I would say, without going too deep, I would say where we start is, one, by knowing ourselves, right? So I feel like we have to know who we are and where we are in this journey, and then we can what's funny, somebody's laughing.
We had our niece bark.
Flex. Somebody said Flexa who?
My mother said Flexa who?
It's a thing. But I will say, so starting with knowing ourselves, right? I think, not in a practical sense, is going to be knowing your body, one. So a lot of times our body will tell us, right? It will tell us what isn't sitting well, what is draining our energy, like how we can eat better so that we can feel better. So one, that's for me, kind of knowing who you are and knowing your body and listening to your body is going to be the first step. I also think there is no one size fit all for everyone, right? So I know we have different diets and things like that, but because our bodies are different, I personally feel like there isn't a one size fit all. I'll say just a little bit of a testimony. So I have always liked salads and things like that, but I really got on this journey after doing a Daniel fast. And I know, there's some people who probably have done a Daniel fast. So I did a Daniel fast, and then my body, when I tried to go back to eat the way I used to, my body was like, nope. We have tasted and seen, and we want to experience what it is that you have been eating. I thought something was wrong. So I go to the doctor and he's like, well, you probably shouldn't be eating any of that anyway. So your body is just telling you, right? And so that started me on a journey of trying to incorporate. I didn't have all the knowledge and all that stuff, but I just had to listen to my body and say, okay, it's not feeling this. It is feeling this. I feel better when I eat this. I need to do more of this. And then over time, I started to put in some of those kind of healthier habits and changing my lifestyle. So one, I would say you start with knowing yourself and listening to your body. A lot of times, especially as women, so our body will be telling us, but we keep going, like pushing our body, right? Keep going until it's too late, unfortunately, or until something happens, right? Instead of kind of starting when our body is telling us. So that's the first answer. I want you to tell me the other questions. I know you had a few that you said was a mouthful, but
Kerrionne, I have to say, when I did the Daniel fast, my body didn't do that. Like, it was like, I'm ready for some nothing but cakes. I'm ready for some crumble cookies. So I just
okay,
point that out.
That's true. This is the thing. So, but do you feel as great? Because people will like, did you feel as great as you did when you had the Daniel fast? And maybe, and like I said, everybody's body is different. You felt better when you had the nothing pancakes?
I felt better when I was doing the Daniel fast. First of all, I don't even think I was really doing it right. That's a whole nother conversation for another time. But I just think that what you were basically telling me was just stick through.
Yeah, stick with it. And you know what? Like I said, it's not all or nothing. I don't feel like it's all or nothing, right? So I don't think that's why I don't really subscribe to a certain diet or try to be in one category. So I'm probably with Najma in the flexitarian, but what I will say is I'm serious about eating living food, right? So, and what I call living food. So Najma said broccoli, you know, my leafy greens, all of those things. So I want to eat things that are fresh or is and it's almost as close as possible to its natural state as possible. And so, but that doesn't mean I can't have, you know, Chick-fil-A one day or this or that, but that's not my lifestyle. So my lifestyle is living foods as often as I can, foods with natural colors that hasn't gone through 50 million processes before it gets to me, or has had added colors and all these things, right? It doesn't mean that if I'm somewhere and somebody makes that I'm not, you know, I have to decide. That's why I say it's not an all or nothing, right? It's intentionality day to day. So there's more, but hopefully that kind of gets us started.
No, I love that. And I said that, Kerrionne, because I think that there are sisters like me that like want to stay consistent with it, but we're like, okay, how? And I think you broke it down for us by really just taking it one step at a time. I love this too, to the natural colors. Yes, Mom, agreeing with you. When you said the natural colors of just like foods, that's so important. And then not just getting foods that have been through so many different processes and all the chemicals and all that. That was so important. So important.
And I think a lot of times when people think about wellness, they look at the whole staircase, or eating healthy. They look at the whole staircase. Oh, I got to do this all the way to Christmas. And when will the holidays come? Am I going to eat my grandmother's mac and cheese? Am I going to do this? Focus on today. So what am I going to eat for lunch today? What am I going to eat for breakfast? And in one step at a time versus the entire staircase, because then you get discouraged and you don't even get started.
That's so true. That's so true. I'm one of those people that looks forward to the meals. I love it. Also, too, everyone, we have 2 vegans online tonight. April and Teryn are vegans. They're vegan sisters. I adopted Kerrionne into Flexitarian World with me, so now we're both Flexitarians. Are you a Flexitarian sometimes? Let us know in the comments. And also, were you agreeing with Kerrionne with needing to eat better? Just put yes, me in the comments so we know where you are and know we're not out here by ourselves. Anybody else, any tips on like healthy eating and just like how to get that right? How do you stay consistent with that?
Kerrionne, sorry, go ahead, April.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I just like something that I tell my patients a lot is think about crowding out the bad with the good. So it can be overwhelming to feel like you have to completely change your diet when you're talking about like being a completely healthy eater. So if you just focus on adding more of the good fruits and vegetables, you will end up crowding out the bad. And that's just like a little tip that I have.
crowding out the bad. Somebody say crowding out the bad in the comments. Crowding out the bad. I like that. Maybe if I say that, that'll help me. If I say that, y'all are giving me these tips to help me. Crowding out the bad. Say that in the comments if you need to crowd out the bad. Teryn, you were gonna say something. What were you gonna say, sis?
I was going to say, first of all, that is so true about how your body will tell you, like, when it doesn't like something. I've been on just like a food journey for a couple of years. I was vegetarian, and then I was pescatarian, and then finally I went vegan. But it's definitely been a journey. Like, I had to learn how not to overdo the processed foods. I had to learn to eat more of the living foods. And I can see a clear difference in how I feel physically, and mentally when I'm eating cleaner foods, or more green foods, more fruits and veggies. And just within just the past few weeks, how I'm always trying to get my life together, I have been getting my life together again and starting to eat more clean foods, to eat more greens, and to eat more veggies and fruits. And I definitely just feel so much better. My skin looks good. I'm less bloated. I have less inflammation. My mind is clearer. So what we eat definitely plays a role on, how we function. So yes.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. Love that. They're saying crowding out the bad in the comments. Yes, that resonated with people. We love that. I think that's so true too, because I will say, like, when I am eating better, I feel so much better. And one of the things that I love is like juicing, y'all. I love to juice. Like, I love to juice. I love smoothies. So, sisters, if you've been struggling with like eating healthy, like the girls are here telling us, like, we got to crowd out the bad. That speaks for itself. Kerrionne was letting us know that we got to start eating more foods with color and that haven't gone through so many processes and chemicals. And then Teryn just went ahead and said, and here are the benefits when we do that. We're not as bloated. Our skin is better. We feel better. And so we love that. Yes. Eat all the time, vegetarian. That's my mother. Eat all the time, vegetarian. That's me. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. We love the vulnerability. We love the honesty. We love the transparency, sis. Thank you, Mom.
I was gonna affirm your mom though. Something that I'm realizing. So eating often, twice as much, but also twice as less. It helps with your metabolism. So nothing's wrong with eating, often. Kind of going from the three big meals to the six small meals,
Yeah.
So that helps with that metabolism.
Now, Kerrionne, I love you, but you can't feed into that foolishness because
we're just trying to affirm and redirect and channel this. I'm being strength-based, So she's already eating all the time. We're just saying, that's good. We can use that. We can work with that. Starting where you are, knowing yourself.
Yes. Okay. Now I got it. When you flipped it like that, I was on board. Okay. Woo, because I was like, wait a minute. So yeah, seriously, we got to get better with our eating, because I think too, like, we want to live long, we want to live healthy. And so if you have been feeling like this lack of energy within your body and you need to be eating better, somebody say change in the comments. Change. You need that change. Change. That change is going to start tonight. Also, while I'm thinking about health and everything, I want to talk about health as women. And April, I want to ask you this. Talk to us about what cervical cancer is, and are there ways to prevent it? I don't really know. The sisters are coming in saying change. Yes.
Yeah. So I work in primary care, so I work a lot with preventative medicine. So cervical cancer screening is what you go to when you get your pap smear done. So that is looking for cervical cancer, and the only known cause of cervical cancer is the virus, the human papillomavirus, which is HPV, which is usually passed to us by nasty boys. There is a vaccine for it that you can actually get up until 27 years of age. So that is our only cancer preventing vaccine, and I highly recommend that to like a lot of my patients. But get your pap smears. You can get a pap smear annually, but they have changed the recommendations. For women in their 30s and up, they recommend like every 5 years. And for women in their 20s, it's every 3 years. But your insurance will cover it annually. So you can totally do that. And it's so important. You know, there's not a lot of options for preventative care these days. The healthcare system is really working on treating sick people. There are only a few options for treating healthy people, and preventative care is really where we get that from. So think your pap smears, your mammograms, your colon cancer screenings. So mammograms you should get starting at age 40 unless you have a family history of breast cancer. And then I would recommend starting to get it 10 years younger than the first person was diagnosed. And that's very important to know your family history too. One more screening is colon cancer screening. So colon cancer screening, they actually decreased the age recommendations from 50 to 45. So now we recommend getting colon cancer screening at 45. And there you have a few other options these days. Instead of doing kind of the age-old colonoscopy, there's also a stool-based study. I know that's not very like fun to talk about on Galentine's Day event, but talk to your doctor about your options for colon cancer screening because, like I said, preventative medicine is super important and we don't have a lot of options for preventative medicine. So the ones that we have, you should take advantage of.
Wow. I
Sorry,
hope
that was a lot.
No,
That was good.
That was so good because I think one of the things that I just learned was, so with my doctor, maybe I shouldn't even say this. They were recommending that I get the pap smear every year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When you said really it's best when you're 30 and up. I haven't hit 30 yet, almost, but it should be every 5 years. Like I jotted that down because I can't be going every year.
No, but you can. You can
Every
go
year
every
is
year.
good.
Yeah, every year is good. The recommendations changed to every 5 years, but your insurance will cover it every year. And you can go and get it done every single year. And I recommend doing that.
Okay.
I second that. I recommend going to get yourself examined on an annual basis, or when
Absolutely.
anything feels wrong or looks weird. Like, don't be afraid to take care of yourself. Like, that is the whole picture. That's your whole health. Sorry for
100%.
the amen there.
No, the amen part is here. Yeah, this year, y'all, I thought that I had felt like this lump in my breast, and my mom, when I was with her, like she thought that she had felt something too, and so I went and got checked, and we were all nervous. And the doctor was like, "No, it wasn't anything. One breast was larger than the others. Guys, I'm sorry if you're on. It's sometimes just bear with us. But one of my breasts is just bigger than the others, and so wow, that is a lot of information for lives. Sorry." But I'm trying to talk to the sisters right now. So even if you feel like something is off and you need to get something checked out, like just do that. I know sometimes going to the doctor can be scary. I know sometimes it can just feel weird and uncomfortable. And you may not know what insurance you have. But I think what we just learned is like it's so important that we're going to get those yearly check-ins. Yes, I don't think about her. Yes, you can. She will speak it. Help somebody. Yes, we love this. Thank you. Yes, that was so good.
It's also so important to know your own breast tissue. So you should be doing your own monthly breast exams. And I usually recommend it at least 1 week after your menstrual cycle because your breast tissue will change with the hormones of your menstrual cycle. But like every month, 1 week afterwards, or if you don't have a menstrual cycle, you can just pick a day. Like on the 20th of the month, I get in the shower and I feel my own breast and I see if I feel any lumps or bumps. And if you feel anything, like do not be afraid to take that to your primary care provider. Like we want to see you for that type of stuff.
Wow. Know your breast tissue. Okay.
Yes.
I feel like I'm at the doctor's office
I
tonight.
love this.
I love this. Yes to breast self-exam. They love it. Sisters, we got it. We're going to get better with that. This was our encouragement and our reminder tonight. I love this. Anybody else want to add anything? I love this. I feel like a lot has just been said. I'm going to shift gears for one moment. I check every time I shower. Yes, they're saying they check. Good. And for those of you that don't, like me, sometimes not so consistent with it, this was our reminder to do that. So, sisters, as we wrap up, I want to ask you this. We as women are constantly changing. You know that. We are all changing constantly. I want to know, what are some things that you're learning about yourself in this season in order to be the best you? Mine is sleep or a vacay or a nature walk. But like, what is your thing that helps you be the best you in this season? Kerrionne, you're thinking. What are you thinking? What's
in this season? So just right now.
This season? Okay. Because I want us to be intentional about doing what we need and participating in things that bring us joy when we feel like we're getting low. As sisters, a lot of time, as women, just in general, we're moms, we're working, we're wives, we're doing all these different things with so many responsibilities. I don't think sometimes we have a moment where we can just put our hair down. But when we do, if we can put our hair down, what does that moment look like for us?
So this, I don't know if this is my hair down, but what I will say is what's helping me in this season is self-care. So exactly what we're talking about tonight. It is a very challenging and busy season with work. We've been talking about how to eat healthy when you're busy, all of these different things. And I realized maintaining my own self-care has really helped me survive. Not necessarily survive, this is a strong word, but like really be able to work through this season. So as I started with showing up for myself, doing that morning routine, carving out time for myself, whether that be spending time with God, waking up in enough time, and then getting some type of physical activity, and then really eat. Like that's literally what has been keeping me together in this particular season. That's why I asked. Like, I wish I could say, go and get my nails done every week or something like that. But honestly, like that is really what it is, that self-care. And I had to do it. Otherwise, I just would have been all over the place. So I had to carve out the time and make time for me. So it's been great. I've been really surprised. I'm like, I'm really managing like this stressful season, but it's because of the self-care and showing up for myself. So when Teryn said radical, like I feel like that hit home for me. Radical self-care.
Yes. I could kind of just go right off of that. For me in this season, choosing myself and not really like trying. I am a recovering people pleaser. And so I'm learning, I'm really good with setting boundaries, but I need to choose myself instead of doing what I think will make other people happy. And so that's what I'm doing. And I'm putting all of my energy and my efforts, and I'm being consistent, and I'm being disciplined and doing things that, like you said, Najma, bring me joy, that bring me to a happy place in the midst of the storm.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of us are working on that, people pleasing. Because when we say no to others, it's a yes to ourselves.
Say that again, one more time.
When we say no to others, it's saying yes to ourselves, because we're inviting that boundary into our life and it protects us. So I totally get that. The sisters are coming in. Yeah.
Something that I am working on that we probably all could work on, but is learning how to rest. Like you said before, I think as women, we almost feel a need to be going. It kind of feeds us, but it really just depletes us. So I'm trying to work on taking my weekends and like just relaxing, not opening my, work computer, stuff like that. And then I'm also making a conscious effort to put down my phone and pick up a book, because I just can become so my phone with people that I don't know, and that doesn't really add to my life. And so that has helped a ton. And like reading at night is a great way that I'm practicing like rest right now.
I love that. You're so right, April. We were all shaking our head when you Like we feel like we all have to be like on the go or like doing something. Like we all were like this. I think because any other sisters feel like that, say me girl in the comments. Because I think that like we feel like we got to be doing this and we got to attend this event and we got to be there for this person. And sometimes our body is just begging us to just calm down, sit down. Take a nap.
Take a nap. I took a nap before this and I feel great. Y'all see this glow? That's a nap.
That's that nap glow.
I love it.
That nap glow. Okay. But y'all, okay, so I also agree about the phone thing. Are y'all like trying to get better with y'all's phones too and like scroll?
Yes.
So y'all, Teryn, I know we talked about that. Y'all, this is a ad. This is not an ad for the Bible app, but the Bible app last night. I just need y'all to download this tonight if you don't have it. The Bible app with all the plans and like the different things you can do on there. So they have a guided prayer you can do every day too. And they have this guided prayer. And last night, look at Teryn right there. Scrolling like on social media, I want to encourage a sister tonight to download the Bible app. I know this sounds so like cliche right now. This is not churchy. This is like so for real. Like last night, I did the guided prayer and like you can write down your prayers. It like tracks your prayers. It has a Bible verse for you to reflect on before you go throughout your day or whatever. But it's like stuff that we would like. It's not like
it has like a TikTok themed video where the person is explaining the scripture. It's very it's like very engaging and I love it too.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm not trying to do an altar call.
We would love to be sponsored Bible app. Please put us on the app.
Yeah, Bible app, put us on there. But
Tag them.
Yes. But like if you're having trouble like with scrolling and stuff, that's a good app. Like just play along with that. I love what Teryn said. You said it better than me, sis. But it's basically like it's like modern and it's like TikTok tab. It reminds you, it makes you feel like you're on social media, but you're socializing with God. So it's really cool. I love that. Okay, we're ending with this. One thing. What do you feel like God is calling you to work on in this season? I'll start. God is calling me to work on my confidence in this season. I am sometimes so in my head about things. Like anybody else, let me know in the comments. And I know my gals will know.
Yes, girl.
Yes, I'm working on my confidence in this season. Like the things I say to myself are not so kind sometimes. And I'm just really trying to do better with like believing she can. Like she can actually do this. She can be healthy. She can be better. All these different things. So my confidence is what God is calling me to work on in this season. Anybody else?
Mine literally was the same thing. Believing that I am who God said I am. I mean, it's written in his word. I read it daily. You know, I'm meditating on it. And so it's up to me to believe that I am who he called me to be, and to trust that and to continue to walk in that. And so I feel that, Najma. I am such an in my head person. You know, I will keep all these videos and all this content on my phone. And I'm just like, when is the right time? When am I going to release it? And it could be years from now. And I'm like, okay, like a movie is out about it. That was my movie.
That was your idea.
So I feel that definitely just believing God in who he says I am and walking in that confidently.
Yeah. I'll piggyback on that because I feel like mine is probably similar. But I am just the type of person who I feel like if I can do it, I'll do it better than anybody else. And sometimes even better than God. And I feel like I need to probably relax a little bit. And God is calling me to just trust. Everything is going to work out. Just trust that I've got it, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. Because sometimes I'll like go to God last. Like,
yeah,
I got it. And then fail.
Yeah.
Then fine.
Yeah. I can do it. No, I can't.
No, I can't. Love that. Kerrionne, what about you?
For me, I would say it's grace. Grace and just resting in him. Resting in him. Trusting his grace, and therefore I can rest because he is gracious.
Amen.
He is gracious. So I can rest.
Wow, that was
That's it.
Wow. Sisters, we want you to be thinking about what is something that God is calling you to work on in this season. Tonight was all about us being intentional. It was all about us working on our health and getting better with self-care and radical love that Teryn was talking about, and making sure that we're eating better, what Kerrionne brought us through, eating foods with color. And then April reminding us about the importance of our health and going to get our check-ins and making sure that we know some of those health terms for women. Sisters, before we leave, what is one word you want to say to a sister to encourage her? One word.
Okay, I have one.
I love it because Teryn's eyes light up and then she's like, got it.
All right, got it. Okay, my word.
One more time. Show us the sleeves again.
Yeah.
Okay.
My word is forward. Just keep looking forward, keep moving forward. I know it's one word, but forward is the main word. Yes.
Teryn, how do I get Teryn's book?
You can get it on Amazon and we'll send you the link.
We'll send the links, but go to Amazon and type in Radical Love.
And Kerrionne, I would have yours up too. I had it right here. Trust me.
Kerrionne also wrote a book. And April, haven't you also written a book, like an ebook online? I think you did something with.
No, I am not on the published author, but I need to get there now.
But I thought you said you did like a study guide and published it on something one time.
I did, but that was for like nursing.
That's a book. That's a book.
It was a book of notes.
So in the book order. Kerrionne also has a book. She's going to share her word, and then she's going to tell us about her book. Thank you, Teryn, for getting us back on track with telling us about Kerrionne's book. Go ahead, Kerrionne.
Oh, in Kerrionne style, I'm still trying to figure out what my word is. That is so me. Indecisive.
Coming back.
Ooh,
That's
come back to me.
Yeah,
come back.
A little bit more time. Kerrionne said that's her. April, you got your word already, or you want me to go?
What is can you ask the question one more time?
The sister that forgot what you asked. See, I love this. Okay, the question was, what is one word of advice that you would give to a sister? Teryn said hers would be forward. Keep looking forward.
Oh gosh. Honestly, I just believe. It's one word, so I feel like I need to say something. Just believe everything will work out. It always does. Nothing has ever, you've gotten this far. So just believe.
Love it. Love it. Okay. Mine would be step. Take the step. Whatever you feel like the vision is that comes in your head, the dream that comes in your mind, whatever you feel like is pricking you to do something, whatever it is, just take the step. Then let God take the next steps with you. I think sometimes we get afraid to just take one step to start, and we're waiting on God to move, and God is like, no, I'm waiting on you to move, girl. You got to go. So take the steps, sis. That's what I would say, step. Also, we have the link up now for the book. Thank you. Thank you, Teryn. Please go get Radical Love. Hold it up again for us, Teryn. Yes, Radical Self-Love. Teryn Shipman's book as well. Please go get that. It's good to go with your devotional, to go with when you just need a moment to just take in self-love for yourself. Go get that. Okay. Love that. Kerrionne, you ready?
I am ready. So I've seen that it could be a statement. So I'm going to go with that. So don't be afraid to flourish. That's what I want to, that's what I want to leave with the group. Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Walk in it, sis.
That was me. Hold on.
Flourish.
I felt something.
Flourish. Don't be afraid. Yes.
Us four need to get together because it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. We hope, sisters, that you have taken everything from tonight about being more intentional about you. We hope that God is showing you what he needs you to work on in this season, because we all have some work to do. We all said it. Raise your hand if that's you. Put it in the comments. If you need to work on something, I got 2 hands up because I'm a work in progress. And then Teryn had a club. What was it, Teryn? President of
Work in Progress Club.
President of Work in Progress Club. I joined that club tonight. But yes, sisters, we're starting a book club tonight. You can get the She Can 31-day devotional to reconnect with you and God. You can get radical self-love. Go ahead and hold it up. She put up She Can. Ooh, cheese. Ooh, we cute. Okay, Kerrionne, do you have your book with you tonight?
I do, but I want to act. This is me with my She Can book. No.
Put it up.
Study guide.
Put it up.
If you're in nursing school, where's your study guide?
It's on Etsy.
On Etsy. So see, we have all the tools for you tonight. If you're becoming a nurse, if you need 31 days to work on yourself, if you need radical self-love, or if you need to cultivate wellness. See, we have the book club going. The sisters are loving this. They're putting their hands up. Make sure you all get your books. We love you all, and I'm going to pray us out. I want to thank each of you for being here. I don't take it lightly that you're here. You have so many responsibilities, and you were here tonight. I love you all deep, girls. Teryn, Karen, April, I love y'all, and thank y'all for being here. I'm going to pray us out. Sisters, make sure that you just sit with yourself before the night's end and have some quiet time with God. God, we are so thankful for all that you're doing. And God, we are so expectant about what you're going to do. God, you are so powerful. You are so mighty. You are so strong. All things work together for the good. And so, God, the things in our life recently that have been looking crazy, that have been looking scary, that have been looking like, ooh, can this work out? I want to remind myself and all of my sisters and brothers tonight that all things work for the good through you. So, God, I pray that you please be with us as you are helping us to be more intentional about ourselves. Please be with our mind, our soul, and our spirit. Help us to go and get those annual checks that we need as women. Help us to incorporate radical self-love. Help us to incorporate wellness and to eat better and to exercise more, God. I pray that you please be with the whole us, God. Give us the tools that we need. We got so many tonight, Lord, so help us to use them. God, I pray that you please be with our guest speakers tonight. God, I am praying for them to receive such a beautiful blessing because of how beautiful they were tonight. The wisdom, the knowledge, the insight that they gave us, God. I just pray that you bless their homes. I pray that you bless their finances. I pray that you bless their minds, God. Bless them in a special, personal way. Surprise them, God. They deserve a good surprise. And please be with all my sisters as tomorrow is Valentine's Day. It's a hard day for some. It's a beautiful day for others. But I pray that you please be with us, God. We love you and we thank you for everything. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Y'all. Okay, sisters, bye. We love y'all. Be intentional tonight and check in with God before you rest. Love y'all. Thank you, girls, for being here, gals.
Thanks,
Thank
Najma.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.